Hello and welcome. My name is Antonio Maps, and as you can see on the screen, I'm doing something on the computer today. And what we're gonna be doing today is animating an avatar on Adobe Flash. Adobe Flash is a great program to start animating with, as it offers a lot of tools for the beginners. Things like keyframes can be added easily. You have an onion skin, which allows you to see the frame you drew before, so that makes for a whole range of different possibilities that you could do if you know how to animate. I suggest you start animating on paper, and as you can see here, we're looking at the Photoshop file or Photoshop process now. What I did first was create a bunch of drawings that I would then add as keyframes into Adobe Flash and animate on top of. I'm pretty good at drawing with pencil, and when I have my straight up awesome Cintiq tablet, I'm pretty good at that too. But I broke the pencil, so I'm using a smaller Intuos tablet to animate here, which makes it a little bit more difficult, which is why, as you can see, there was a little version of the maps characters and he was standing. I didn't go with that idea, as it was taking me way too long with the Intuos tablet, so I just went with a little easier to animate kind of work. What I did first, after I added all the drawings that I had on pencil and paper, I went in and made all of those things the keyframes, and then I started roughing in what the in betweens would be from those pieces of paper. So I just used the pencil sketches and then animated right on top. As you can see, the green sketches are the in-betweens from the animation. An in-between is, well, that is an in-between, is a drawing that you do in between another drawing to make things move a lot smoother, right? Here I'm drawing the last panels, where he blinks and a little star comes off, which I really like that the little star. Here I'm planning the little bob at the end of the animation, where it just stands. It stops and it just gets still, and it goes up and down. This little part, now that I'm starting, took a lot of time, is where the logo is being hand drawn by itself, right? And as you can see, I start drawing a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. I used the hotkey, the F7 hotkey, to quickly go in and create that new keyframe. After which, after creating the first hand drawn part, I just copy pasted three different frames of the M, or of each letter, and that gave it the moving around part without me having to keep drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing again and again. The full thing, which saved a ton of time. Another thing I really liked here, you can do a lot if you have an idea of what easing in and out of movements is. You can have a lot of fun with that. Like, there's 1,000 ways you can draw, say, NS, for example. And it can all vary based on the length or the distance between your line strokes, you see. Let me see where I do it. Right now I'm doing the little, turn that frown upside down from the A, which is iconical for the Maps Arts font. Here, for example, you see how I drew very in the middle, right, where the R loops, that little part. I drew a bunch of little iterations of that. So when you play it, what it looks like, it goes up, then does the loop, and when it goes to the little part of the R, it's slower, it slows it down, something that you can add a lot of variety if you play with the easing in and out of things. Just the distance of where you place a line can make a ton of difference in your animation. This is speed up. This was like an hour and a half of work, and it's speed up to like 10 minutes, so it's quite fast. But you're gonna see a little bit of what I mean at the end where I play the full final video. I wasn't liking the whole 2 frames thing, but I also wasn't liking the 1 frame. So what I did was mix it up, and I had like a little bit of 2 frames and a little bit 1 frame. The exposure time of those things of 2 frames and 1 frame, what they do is based on that is how long each picture or each frame is going to be displayed, and the more time that it's displayed, the slower it's going to appear. The more frames you have, the more exposure time does, the slower it's going to move. And that helps. Knowing that helps a lot. Don't be also doing like 40 frames of the same thing. Add a little bit of in-betweening here and there, and just make it really slow but really smooth, just by drawing in-betweens and mixing that with the frames technique of adding 2 frames versus 1 frame. Play around with that, and that you'll find that there's a lot of things you can do and experiment with in animation with that. Right now, what I'm doing is cleaning up all the line art and adding in the simple color for the outlines, which is just black, to make everything clean and come together. I really like the eyes here. They look stoned, and for me that's just wonderful. I'm very happy with how this little project came out, and I'm very happy to be doing like a sort of tutorial on this. I've never actually done a tutorial, so this is my first try, and I'm really happy with how it came out with the whole animation and the different aspects of it. You can see that this little particular piece of content is not just this video. It's actually a blog post with other tips and tricks of other Adobe programs that the Maps Arts company and art services business use on almost a day-to-day basis, which you can find at the mapsart.wordpress.com blog. And I don't know, I really like this. This is a very interesting project, and I want to keep doing more stuff like this where I animate and then talk a little bit over it. I used to do this in the back, way back in time, like 2005, when I was like 14 or 15. But right now I feel like it's something that can add a lot to the website experience of the Maps Arts blog, and it's also a lot of it's content, it's knowledge, and I really appreciate that. I hope you're appreciating it too. It's hard words to say. Here you can see that I added the colors, added the bit of shading, added the background, the stars. It's pretty much coming to an end now. I'm just resizing to a more avatar friendly size or format, and with that I'm drawing the little smile in, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Just wait, let's see. Yeah, just cleaning it up a little bit more, and that's about it. There's the star. I really like that. Cling. It's exporting, and that's the final one. It's going really fast, but the final ones are about to be, you're gonna see them now. There we go. I hope you liked this video and that you enjoyed the little animation and that you try out your own little avatar. Join us next time for the next video. Have a great day. We love you. Bye.